have a clean up on the Big Frank Gixxer 600 brake pistons. So the wheel and everything out, you don't need to do, obviously, but I've really done the fork seals, so it's all apart. So just thought I'd take this opportunity to clean the brake cylinders, brake pistons. So first thing to do is undo your two retaining screws which hold your clip on. Got to be a little bit careful because I'm doing this one-handed and I've got the drip tray underneath. And the last thing I want to do is lose the screws into the drip tray. Right, so that's the clip off and the two screws. And then the next thing to do is there's a little split pin in there. Needs pulling out, so you can pull the pin out. Let's just get the pliers. So that's the split pin out of the pin. Now this should be free to manoeuvre out. There you go, that's the pin out. That obviously wants a good clean, bit of corrosion on there. And then the pads, which I'll just drop on the floor. There you go. Bit of rust on them because poor old Big Frank, he's been in the shed for a little while now. So yeah, see a bit of oxidising going on down there. The old alley oxidising. So it all wants a good clean. But first of all, I'll clamp 3 of the pistons, get one right out, and give it a good clean up. So drip tray back. So yeah, I'll get some G clamps on there, clamp 3 of them up and push one right out. I've done this side, you can see them all nice and shiny, and there's something in between the pads to stop me pushing the pistons out too far, that side, which I'd advise, because when you're concentrating on this one, generally you don't take much notice of this one. So yeah, better to shove something in there. So yeah, that's what I'll do, get some clamps on and push the piston out. Right, so that's 3 G clamps on, holding 3 of the pistons, so should be able to push this bottom one out, get it exposed and give it a clean. And there you go, nicely out. Don't take them too far out or else you won't get them back in, because they'll come out past the hydraulic seal. You've got 2 seals in there. One's a dust and shit seal to stop all this crap on the front here getting in through there to your hydraulic seal, which is at the back there. So yes, try not to push them out too far. Right, loads of spray. And that's brake and clutch cleaner, so you can just go mad with it. Doesn't matter whether you get it on your pads or anywhere on your braking system, or clutch system for that matter. So there you go, better already. I'll give that a good clean and then I'll come back and do another one. Alright, so that's that one back in. Now try and push the other one out. There you go. Nicely done. And that's the main thing you want to do. You don't want to come out too far because you don't want to disturb your seals if you do come out too far. But mainly it's get back to the clean stuff and then you can clean off the dirty stuff. So that one's out now, so I'll give that a good spray. There's another one cleaned up, so push that one back in and get the next one out. So it's piston number 3 out. Don't look as bad as the rest, to be honest. Brush. Take that one out of the way. Right, yeah, you get the idea. Loads of fluid, scrub with a toothbrush, get the worst of it off. So this is number 3 done. Was it number 3? I think it's number 3. It's just that top right hand one to do. And then it's all ready to go back together. Get the wheel back on finally. Try the new forks out, or new fork seals. Anyway, one to do. So clamp on, pull it back, clamp off the top and push that one out. Right, so that's the last one done. Nice and shiny, and as I've said before, clamp on, and you want hardly any pressure. And just slowly let it go back on its own steam. Give the fluid time to go back up to your reservoir. Check the reservoir now and again, because if you've got all the pistons pushed back, if it was on its highest level, it might overflow. So just be aware of that. But yeah, light pressure to get it back. If it really is stiff, then you've possibly got something wrong with your seals. So there you go, that's all 4 done. Caliper cleaned up, ready to go back together. Sorted. Right, so brake pads back in. I've given the backs of them a quick clean with the brake cleaner as well. And to stop it squealing when you're braking, bit of copper slip on the back of both of them. There you go. Some of that. And then we want pads in, copper slip on your fingers, and then on the discs, on the pads themselves, on the pad face, because grease and braking don't really go together. So that's the pads in. Now I'll clean up the pin. Right, so the pin's had a bit of a clean up. Now just need to get that through the pads and into the retaining hole at the back, remembering that your hole for your split pin needs to be this side. And then we get the split pin and shove it in the hole, push it out of the way, we'll try to push it out of the way. There you go, so that's laying flat, so it just makes it a bit easier to get your clip on. And then we want the clip, so clip and the 2 screws, top and bottom, and an Allen key to suit. Right, this might be a bit of grief one-handed. So just screw it in a little bit at the top. There you go. And a little bit down the bottom. So the camera's perched on my knee at the moment, so it's not making it very easy. And these are quite small threads, so they need to be nicely straight on to get them started. And then wind them home. Little pinch at the end, nothing too drastic. Remember, they're only little screws. And there you go. Clip on, screws on. Pads in place. Well, almost in place. That'll sort out when the disc goes in. But there you go, one serviced caliper. Or two serviced calipers. Take that out, don't need that in there anymore. Okay, so next, get the wheel back on.